be alive. Welcome to another amazing edition of Catch Up on Tisali TV. My name is BOLABAD. Of course, you know, as we do it every time, bring your best of the best, people that you love to see or a person that you love to see from different walks of life. Now, from entertainment to whatever it is that you can think of, people that are being celebrated. I actually bring them here to talk about them for a bit, just a little bit. And today is no exception. I have an amazing guest in the studios, but before I introduce him, we'll actually go on a breather. And when I return, it will be the show proper. Welcome. All right, this is the Catch Up on Tisali TV. My name is BOLABAD, and also, like I said earlier, we have an amazing guest in the studio, or more like I am an amazing guest in the studio, and he is an actor. He is a media personality, maybe still practicing. I'll get to know during the course of the interview. He's also a producer, and he is fun to be with. He has this energy around him that you could actually even detect from social media, technically. And I can say this, I can test to this. His name is ADEBOWALE ADEYANJU. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
A pleasure. All right, so I feel like the first question I should be asking you is, how are you doing?
Very well,
Very
as
well.
you can see.
Mm-hmm. Like the
Yeah.
bulkiness, like it's too much money, right?
No.
All right, so really, are you still practicing media or?
Not really. I am an abbreviators.
Mhm.
I had to focus on my, should I say, favorite.
Mm.
You know, at a point I was trying to, blend both, but
Mhm.
one is taking, it's affecting clashes. I had to
Mhm.
pick the filmmaking.
Oh, the filmmaking is your favorite.
Yeah, my favorite.
Mm. All right, now, so has it always been like filmmaking before media for you? Because I know years ago,
Yeah.
when I first met you, you were a media personality.
Yes, I still am. You know,
Mhm.
but technically, video is my first love.
Okay.
But filmmaking is my biggest love.
Ah.
Yeah.
Trying to be diplomatic.
It's sort of.
All right. So, if you actually look back, like when did it begin for you, the filmmaking journey?
Yeah, it hasn't been long.
Okay.
Professionally, I started acting in 2017,
Okay.
and luckily for me, the first project I worked on
Mhm.
was the biggest.
Okay.
You know, I played a major role on a big project.
Okay.
So I think it was a very good introduction to me into the film industry. Yeah.
Okay. So how's it feel like? Like,
Well,
did you see that just came out just of all the glory?
you
How
know,
was it?
the funniest thing is that it was only the director that knew it was my first time.
Ah.
No one else knew.
Okay.
So when the director was correcting me, I understand that he knew it was my first time, but
Mhm.
other people didn't know.
Okay.
So most of the people would be looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy?
Mm.
What's wrong with it? But that was the first day. The second day on set, I already talked to a lot of people behind the scene,
Mhm.
the director, the cinematographer. Okay, how do I do this? What do I do? So I think it wasn't really that much of a difficult experience for the first time. Yeah.
All right, now talking about breaking into the movie industry and filmmaking and what have you, did you have any help from a particular actor or
Of course,
someone that actually helped? You know, a lot of people be like, I attended this person's academy,
Yeah.
and this person was actually my mentor. He actually
Yeah.
taught me like what to do and what not to do. So
Yeah.
who was it for you?
Yeah, I wasn't in anybody's academy,
Mm-hmm.
but I was under a two-time AMVCA winner,
Okay.
director Abiodun Jimo.
Okay.
Yeah, under whom I did my first ever that I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Then later on, I was close to MUYIWA ADEMOLA,
Mm-hmm.
and till now he's my mentor, my role model, and it's my childhood hero. So
Childhood hero.
yeah, childhood hero.
Talk about Spider-Man.
No,
Or
talk about Ori.
Oh, and Ogoshupa, right?
Yeah, man,
Okay, that makes sense. I'll be asking you more questions about, breaking and the challenges you actually face. But that'll be when we do come back. This is the catch up on Decent. This is the catch up on Tisali TV, and my name is BOLABAD. Of course, I still have Adebowale on my set today, and we are discussing his filmmaking and acting journey. So now you mentioned about the fact that MUYIWA ADEMOLA was actually, or is your mentor, was your childhood hero.
Yeah.
And then you just felt like, you know what, I want to be like this man when I grow up.
Yeah, I wanted to be like it.
Literally.
Yeah. When I was young, and my parents probably want to watch home video, and I would have to go rent some. I would particularly rent a MUYIWA ADEMOLA movie because I love him. So I actually made the whole house love him too.
Yeah.
And eventually, he reached out to me. He found me on Instagram.
Okay.
So I had to talk to him that okay, I have passion. I am my mentor, I'm a role model. So I think it was love at first sight. So
for you or for him?
Him and me. No, not for me, for him.
Oh.
Yeah, when he eventually saw me, he took interest in me.
Oh, that's nice.
Insisted that I should come under him.
Okay.
Though compared to other students he had at that moment, I was a bit more experienced.
Oh, okay.
And at the end of the day, he told me, Boale, you have to go into the filmmaking world and stop being a student here because there's nothing else I would love to teach you. You know everything.
Oh.
So I had to leave and it's not an easy thing to be a freelance, to be an independent actor. So, but then we thank God for the journey. I moved.
All right. So, how was your first project? Your first personal project?
Yeah, my first personal project, my baby, that's Ifa. It was a miracle because I wasn't expecting it. I hadn't spent a year in the filmmaking world when I made my first movie. So it was an eye opener. I got to learn a lot of things that production entails. So I don't think it was indeed a beauty. And coming from the recommendations and what people have been saying about the movie, I think we did a good job.
Me.
All
right, now let us talk about you. You being a producer and whatnot, right? A lot of people say producing movies in Nigeria or in Nolly right now is more or less non-profitable. Is that true?
Well, depends on where you're coming from.
Okay.
But I can categorically tell you that filmmaking is one of the most lucrative business. Though in Nigeria we're still trying because piracy and all, and people are not really used to the streaming idea. But we're catching up now. But I think it's actually quite lucrative, depending on how you know how to market and how to promote your job. There are hundreds ways of which you can make money from your movie. You just do a good job.
Okay.
Invest good money in it.
Okay. Now talking about good money investing, I literally heard something some time ago, and someone said, do you know that an entire movie can be shot in 3 days?
Yeah.
And then you just call one of the actors, hi, are you in town? Yes, I just wanted to take 4 cents. And the person will come that same day and take everything. So do you feel like it is professional enough? Do you think you will get your optimum, performance from a said actor if that happens?
No. Professionally, you're not supposed to shoot a feature movie in 3 days. But like I said, you have to invest in good money. So in a situation where you're shooting for 3 days, you should understand that the budget is, shrinking. So it's only the budget that will make you shoot the movie in 3 days. Though professionally you can shoot a movie in 3 days. So far you have all hands on deck. It's usually really, really stressful, especially for the crew. You have to shoot sometimes late into the night, sometimes round the clock. You understand? So at the end of the production, it takes a toll on us. So, but then professionally, in Nigeria, I've been on a set that they shot for I think 8 months.
Oh.
Yeah, they will take a week or two break, come back on set again, and it's one of the biggest projects we have in the country right now. So I think depending on the budget, it's actually very, very decent for you to shoot a movie for a month, 2 months, but then
3 days.
3 days.
3 days. And how about we take the third break, and when after return, it will be time to talk about him and what he's up to at the moment. Go ahead. Alright, it is to catch up on Tisali TV. My name is BOLABAD. Of course, I still have ADEBOWALE on my seat in the studios. And we are talking about, production and whatnot. And you said, it is lucrative depending on the approach.
Yeah.
And also, you could shoot a movie for 3 days depending on the availability of, labor and equipment and whatnot. All right, so basically, what are you up to right now? Like acting or producing?
Yeah, I have a new movie. So Celebration is my new movie, The Fatal Entanglement.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what inspired that movie? Is it Jada Pinkett and
Actually, we shot way long before the real entanglement happened. Yeah, so but incidentally or coincidentally, the storyline was almost the same. So then I had to call my director and seek for permission that, okay, I want to add a subtitle aside Celebration. So I want to have a subtitle that would be Fatal Entanglement, because the storyline is basically Fatal Entanglement. Yeah.
So like entanglement, like a love triangle, sort of.
Yeah.
All right, so how do you project, you being you into an intended character? How do you do that?
It's just a switch. It's a switch away. As long as you get your script, you read. Even in the process of reading, you're already in the character.
Well, it's easy for you to say because it is easy for you to do it. But really, how do you, like, the first time you tried it, right? How did that happen? Is it
the first time? Okay, it's one of my embarrassing moments.
Okay.
But it was because I hadn't acted before. It was my first ever scene. And I read the script.
Okay.
I really didn't understand. So the scene was, we were not supposed to be smiling. And I smiled. And the director wasn't even paying attention.
Ooh.
So they didn't correct me that, hey, you're not supposed to smile. So I smiled. And post-production, the director now called me that, why did you smile? I was like, it's not my fault. I had no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, so I smiled. So I didn't represent that character very well.
Okay.
But as time went on subsequent scenes on that same project, I went back reading that script. So I had to assimilate and understand, okay, this is my person and I have to be this person. And funny enough, it's my comfort zone.
Oh, acting.
No, I mean that particular role
was
my comfort zone. So I easily, I could easily switch. Yeah.
Okay.
So but that first scene was off, man.
It's
off,
what
off.
isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, now we talked about Celebration being like a fatal entanglement story.
Yeah.
Does it necessarily mean like, okay, I know the entire entanglement story. Like I know Will Smith and Jada and we actually involved this person.
Yeah.
I shouldn't go see the movie because it might be so
it's a different ball game.
Oh, okay.
A different ball game entirely. Because to me, I thought it was an entanglement. I thought a lot. I assume I'm arrogant, I'm jealous and obsessive.
Oh, okay.
So I felt my woman was having an affair with another guy.
In the movie?
In the movie, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but apparently, it was just a platonic relationship. But, a momentary lapse of weakness between my woman and the guy in the picture at my birthday party. They kissed. I saw them.
Okay, that's like, cuts.
Okay.
Is that not how you can say it? Cut.
No, the movie is over an hour, so I'm not revealing the secrets.
No, it's more like you're doing like more of a summary of the movie. Now let's talk about like storylines of movies generally.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there was this movie that I saw that you were in it?
Okay.
And then that was like the only Yoruba movie that I've seen.
Wow.
Yoruba Nollywood that the bad guy actually won.
Yeah.
I thought I mentioned it on Twitter and then I mentioned you. And I was like, okay, we're going. Because every time it's always like, the bad guy, gets caught or things that gets exposed and all of that. But that movie was also very different. Now, let's talk about that and the storyline of your movies. Like, they're always like really, really different. Is it that you're trying to like lead, away from the norm of
I think as
it's
my
not every time that bad guy
as my brand name entails alternative vibe. So alternative means standing different from the crowd. So I think that's the what we new generation artists are trying to project in a new way. It shouldn't be always the bad guy getting caught, because in reality there are a lot of bad guys walking, roaming the streets free.
So don't you think it's kind of like in contrast to our normal moral standards?
It's not about moral standard. It's about what's actually happening in reality. Because in the movie, we're supposed to depict reality. So saying bad guys have to get caught all of the time is actually lying about our reality.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it was actually nice talking to you. And just for the benefit of those that have actually went to go through the screening and the premiere of the movie that you're about to, premiere. So where is going to be the venue?
Conference Center at the Polytechnic Development.
Okay. So any celebrity appearance?
Yeah. My guest Akinola Akonsegbowe will be around. Jumoke Odetola will be around. MUYIWA ADEMOLA will be around. And also I have a guest from also the movie industry. A lot of them are coming.
Alright, so if you actually want to get swamped by celebrity appearances all in one place, I beg your pardon, this Christmas you should definitely go to Celebration.
Yeah.
Of course. You can always follow him on social media platforms to actually get more information. So what are your social media handles? On
Instagram at ADEBOWALE _OMOBUTTER. And on Twitter, ALTE_WALE. That's ALTE Wale.
He's big on Twitter. I will say in the front of it. So anyway, until next time, thanks to you and yours for actually sticking around. And don't forget, you can always follow T-Celebrate on T-Celebrate Radio TV. And on Instagram, it is T-Solid Radio TV, and Facebook, it is T-Solid Media. YouTube, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, it is a goodbye from me. But before I go, for me, it is at BOLABAD on all social media platforms. That's Instagram and Twitter. For Facebook, none for now. Till next time, bye for now. Bye.